Welcome at the CAF Empire. Today we want to talk about the most important topic in the society we are living in along the planet. That is what we, regardless of race you are in, whether you are black, whether you are brown or white. We have to now dive deep into the secrets that have been embedded in our societies, and we will all going to look from differentiating the thunderstorm juju that people hold. Remember, all these things have been there even inside the Bible. They are there. In the Bible, the most important uh, example I can say to you is when the time Jacob was going back to his homeland. Remember, he made he married Rebecca and uh, Rachel, and in the process when they are going back, Rachel stole that precious thing from his dad that his dad was living. That was some kind of what they were believing in. It was a Jewish thing. All the Jewish thing is all something that someone is believing in. So he take it just for Jago Boy until they even followed him on the way. Before they reached, they found them, and the only way he used to lie so that he can still keep that juju inside, he told those who followed them that uh, herself, Rebecca, is in menstruation period. So by then, you can see we are still evolving. By then, any woman who is in menses or who have just given birth, he was not allowed to enter even inside the church. He was not even allowed to be mixing with other people because he was regarded to be unclean, unholy. Until all those comes out once, then there's the way they were describing that, then he's holy again, he's clean again. But right now we know that to be holy is not about to clean your avatar. No, it is all about to be filled with that Holy Spirit to understand your soul. You have to understand your divinity. Once you understand that, once you realize that you are divine in nature, it's when you say, I am holy. It's not about the avatar, because we know the avatar is where the soul links to for us to interact in the horrors. And the avatar have a lot of properties in nature for it to survive and adapt and change depending on weather and the climate of that time. That is the how about the avatar. So you can see these huge things are not just, they didn't just come like today. No, they have been there since long times ago. But right now, for the heaven, we will no longer rely on those things because we know they're just belief systems that you have to adapt to your ego because you have no knowledge about what existence is, about the ontology of the universe. Once you realize the ontology, you can no longer need that because you realize that you, the yourself, you are the universe. The kingdom you want is all in within you and all around you. All you need to realize it. Look within. Make unconscious conscious. Once you do that, then you realize the universe around you. First, learn. How do you learn? You have to learn mathematics because it's the truth to existence. Once you learn mathematical and of course abstract mathematics of calculating the numbers, then to understand mathematical concept that we are sharing right here, it's going to be easier for you. Yeah. that is the biggest example inside the Bible that shared about the judge thing, that how it's going on. And right now we want to look this judge thing from those who claim that they have a thunderstorm uh, judge that they can send to someone with thunders. And we also have to look into Lord of Thunder as depicted in the movie. Is it that he's God who is God that who controls the thunder that goes around, and he can even do whatever with the thunders? Remember, you have dissected it from the movie. It's a movie. Movie, you have to create it according to way that it is going to entertain people. And that movie, we there has been like love. There's Lord of Thunder, as the Lord of Thunder, a son from Odin, and we also had the end game. There's also him, Lord of Thunder. They were even traveling to other planets whatsoever for entertainment. But deep inside our shadow, these movies, they also hold certain messages that can be related to those who claim to have Lord, the Judge as Lord of Thunder, and those who have developed, who have learned, and they have knowledge, but they don't know the knowledge of ontology of the universe. They don't know the truth. Although they have learned, they might be doctors, they might be nurses, they might be engineers, but because they don't know the truth or what they are doing, like the way the scientific paradigm is doing, they all they have to study or end up into faith, end up into belief, a certain belief system, because it's not the truth to existence. So once you are in a belief system, a faith-based position, you have a lot of insecurities. Once you have a lot of insecurity, that's why majority now start bringing in these belief things they are create for themselves to handle that insecurity inside them. That's why I have depicted Lord of Thunder to be the most example and comparing it to those who said Judge thing. Yeah, that is what we want to talk about the most. So always use your reason, always look for truth. Once you do that, you no longer fall into these belief systems that are out there. What people are doing crazy things, they are they made that choice for maybe selfish reasons for or the ego thing. So those who believe that they have the Lord of Thunder whatsoever, what what they are Lord of Thunder, because there are people out there based on ego. You see, ego thing they say, I am Lord of Thunder. Why? Because of that ego, they target people. The same as the ones who say they have thunderstorm juju. They once they are working out, they know they are the thunderstorm. They target people. They might one use those what I said in certain previous thing. I don't know. I talked about some ways that thunderstorm this deception can they use to target people or kill people. It might be physically cutting that person or giving something so that once he's dead, then spreading the rumor via simulation that maybe there was a son whatsoever killed, but in reality, they made that decision and they said somehow they are keeping secrets. I was talked about, I had I said in previous stream about it. Now we're the bringing in Lord of Thunder now. Those who hold that uh, ego thing, if they have the enemy and the threat, remember the insecurities are the ones that lead people to based belief systems. So the mechanism the same. They might be maybe using a shooting that person, but once someone has been shot, the wound can be seen that this is a, from a bullet. But if they has been cut whatsoever, it might be happening, and the grammar is because of the thunderstorm. Then the problem is the thing was that someone has been hit deliberately by the one who is have that belief system holding the thunder. So we are going to read it from. I'm going to read it for you. Always, it's a culture. Yeah, I wrote it there. So I'm going to read it. This is from Marvel.com. You know, Marvel is a platform where people premiere their movies. Majority, uh, especially most Hollywood movies that get popular. A lot of celebrities, they all premiere their music on Marvel channel. So this is where their website is called Marvel.com, and the title is Odin Person. I mean, yeah, the journal name is Odin Person, and the title is The King of Asgard. Odin's immense wisdom helps had helps hard battle threat from both outside and within his living. It means that movie. It means it have battle threats from both outside and within his mind. It means he have taken out of a lot of threats that were there. It might happen maybe around where he stays. A lot also had this juju belief system of holding that. So once he has put it inside the movie, once people are watching the movie, those who have their belief systems, it might heal them because they will be identified as a movie. You know, movies are just made for entertainment. They entertain you get entertained because you have a certain aspect of you that is relating to that thing. Anything that does not relate to you, it can't entertain you. That's what happened with movies. That's why we get entertained through movies. We also learn via those movies. Even in music, the same things as whole, because that is the reason we are here, learning, growing, and actualizing. So it says the Odin's power is used to channel cosmic energies into bursts of cosmic force energy, shield, flight, interdimensional teleportation. You see? It says cosmic, if they are talking about power is used to channel cosmic energies, like the cosmic energy around you. You know, at the cosmic level, it means from the zero dimension you are living in. Once there are simulations being created, they target something. There is a source for simulation to be created, and we know as being here on the planet, we are all connected, we are all one in multiplicity, and we are here to learn, grow, and enjoy life. So, what you have to do is to make and realize your divinity. Once you realize your divinity, then everything is going to be fine for you. Because majority of this thunderstorm, they based on simulations. Once those simulations have been created and they target certain position. And once the target is you and you haven't made unconscious conscious, once it hits, because we are all intuitively connected, then it will going to trigger your unconscious mind. Once your unconscious mind has been triggered, and all those inside unconscious is going to brought back to conscious. So once that process has been happening without you knowing, without you deliberately doing it, then your conscious perception of the way you view the world is going to also be changed. Because remember, as we came here, rainfall has been falling since you are a child. And once you are a child, the most thing that scares you a lot, like for me, according to my experience, the thunders were the one that were scaring me a lot during the rain season. And I would rather prefer, when it's raining, I was rather preferring going to sleep. But as long as I was going, those things started become no longer threats to me. Of course, those biggest storm are the ones that scares me. But that thing also kept embodied inside my unconscious mind. So you have to make unconscious conscious, realize your divinity since you were young, realize what is within you. So once you go, that's why we say once some you have been dreaming, you know that that is just you really knowing that this is just an aspect of my shadow coming to conscious. My soul have made unconscious conscious, and I'm doing it inside the dream. It's just part of me. There's nothing big in it. All you need to do is to be lucid in your dreams. Once you are lucid, is when it's just realizing that you are dreaming, and that is just part of you. Yeah, that is that about the cosmic energies. Is all based on this simulation. Interdimensional telephone capable of teleporting the entire rhythm of Asgard, heal the injuries of others, cast illusions. You see, majority, because this simulation, once they are being created, everyone inside his conscious mind, conscious soul. Remember, mind, soul, they are the same thing because they have the same amplitude, same wavelength, and that's how we are. They are just being used interchangeably depending on the platform. They're on depending on the paradigm you are coming in. Remember, since the past people were living from left and right, left and right. That to say, some were breathing their Satanists, while some they are breathing their holy ones. They believe in God. Because those who say they believe in Satan, they claim there is no God. And those who were believing that they are from God, they were claiming the devil is a bad thing. So you can see it's left and right a fight, and it has been there since long time ago because people didn't know that it's just us human divine beings on the planet. We all have the shadow and light. All we need is to overcome these archetypes that controls us. Once you have to overcome them is via learning, and once you overcome them, you become the what Nietzsche said in his book about the Ad spoke Zarathustra. He was talking about the overman, the overcoming one. You can go read out on him. He talked about the shadow and the light, and he's the one who talked about the overman, overcoming man. You can go check out. It's the title is Ad spoke Zarathustra, or if you just read Zarathustra, Nietzsche is going the Google is going to bring it for you. You can read it for free, and you can have that knowledge for you as part of learning process. At cast out erosion, you know majority of these things that they are based on, all they hold inside their conscious are erosions, but their ego is being devastated with that evil ideas. All those toxic ideas are inside their ego. So once every illusion is not working, every illusion is not working, that's why they just end up to making really bad choice of choosing to use certain aspect to destroy the one that they are fighting with, because their ego have all their soul, because ego intuition is where your soul get connected to. So once you are more of the ego, without realizing that your internal soul, the other is just also a reflection of you. All you need is to learn from him and live life together. You end up seeing him as a threat because of your own personal insecurity, which is not good. We don't want it anymore. It was the past, it's gone. Let's now build new planet Earth for us to live on, for us to enjoy life on. That is what we need to focus on. We no longer need the past is just something we have to need to learn from. The good things we have to learn from them so that we might do it to other for the collective for us to enjoy. Because if we abandon the good thing, what will life be like in the horrors we are living in right now? So always learn from the past. Take good things. The bad things, they are gone. Don't repeat the mistakes that others made in the past. Let's create heaven right now, right here, you and me and them and those ones. We can do that right now. Once we start spreading this knowledge, once we start spreading the truth for the world to see, for all of us. Heaven is not somewhere else. It's all within you and all around you. And it's going to be manifested to others via you once you speak it. And it is cast illusion, communicate with others across dimensions brain by manifesting an image of himself, rearranging matter at the molecular level and increase his own physical size. You see, once they're doing that, they say at the molecular level, but it's all about one of those simulations, those who are fearing those simulations. And it's like, because once there are simulation, everyone have an idea about the source, what the source was like about the simulations. So those if they are about the bad thing, a lot are get afraid, and once you are fearful, that's what they want. Those who say they are Lord of Thunders, that's what they want. They want to control people using fear so that they can manipulate them in any other way they want for personal gain. Majority of the motive is money to people. The majority are about um, they're about they are money oriented people without thinking of proper ways, proper business they can use to make money for everyone. Like right now, business people are oppressing. That's why we are having the big gap, elite and the poorest. You can see right now. There are some that are biggest money owners, the elite. They are even labeled as elite, but they are also the poorest on the same planet. Why? It's because of this belief system. Someone wants to be like maybe can believe will be on what so on top. You can't even know what are you doing that for? Some, but because of the competitors and useless. Of course, money competition, even in heaven, is going to be there. But right now, we have to first deal with the first thing, taking out the elite. We have to take them out. We have to lift, to remove unnecessary suffering, so that we create that optimal condition for everyone, for all of us at the planet. For once we do that, even the money competition is going to be entertainment for everyone, because we'll be knowing that this competition is going this while everyone is having access to basic needs. But right now we have taken out basic needs. Even the air now, right now, the way people have, because of money-oriented businesses, they have destroyed all the trees whatsoever, because they were motivated by scientists, engineers who were creating their matter so that they can deceive the naked eyes of those who don't have information, thinking that the matter they create, they have modified is the greatest thing they 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 need to have, without knowing that the tree they had at the nearest the house was the greatest thing that the world needs. So first thing first, let's have the basic needs for everyone. Once we do that, then the world is going to be great for us. That's why we are in the war right now, and it's the war of mind. Had started. It will not stop. It will keep continuing until we reach at that optimal level for everyone to see. Once we do that, then we are going to be fighting now for all the omega point where everything is going to be in perfect harmony. I mean, once we reach the at optimal level, then we will be striving for omega point where everything is going to be in perfect harmony. And once we are in that, then there's going to be another big bang. But it will be a big different, because at the omega point, of course, we never know what is going to be happening. You can't tell, but the omega point is going to come, because the ideas are what change the world. Yeah, that is the similarities and the differences on Lord of Sand and the Thunderstorm JUJU. Some they have information, some they are at the molecular level. You can see the matter at the molecular level and increases on physical science. It's all matter, it's all atoms. The same as those who hold JUJU, they don't know what an atom is, but they know what matter is. That those modified molecules, that the ones that those who hold thunderstorm JUJU fight for. They never looked for information. That's why we are here giving out this knowledge to the world for everyone to realize his divinity. Once you realize your divinity, then you live according to your purpose. Right here, everyone have a purpose right here. Yeah, that is that I want to share with you guys today. Bye. See you in another stream.